evening, and welcome back to Pumpktoberfest in the pumpkin patch, where we're trying all the pumpkin beers to determine the very best one. And we have almost 70 beers to try, and we're over halfway there. So let's see what else there is. See, you promised me that you would dress up as something dark that would frighten children, and you look like a sad hobo clown.
No, you see...
I know sad hobo clowns are scary. And they frighten children sometimes, but it's not dark.
No, you see, I'm the doctor, but I'm Tom Baker's doctor, so I travel around in a blue box and lure people in with promises of candy. It's terrifying. I also have a deep, sonorous voice, and I tend to smile like this.
No one's scared of Doctor Who. That's not a scary thing.
No, people grew up terrified of Doctor Who and the Daleks and all the terrible, awful things that happened in the show. Isn't that right, Dan?
Hey, where'd you come from?
I've been here the whole... You know what? Never mind. Yes, the Doctor is very, very scary.
You can't support her.
It's
It's a total cop-out.
Children hiding behind sofas to hide from Daleks is considered a British
But
institution.
you're not dressed as a Dalek. This is like that time you dressed as Snow White. If you dressed as the witch, it would make sense. If you dressed as a Dalek, I still wouldn't like it. But...
It's true, and I am easily scared. I'm sorry, I've never looked at you this close before. Terrifying. Hey, let's what
about him?
Here.
He's not even dressed up as anything.
I am Captain America, in fact. A feat of strength. Ha-ha!
It's not quite the log.
Woo! Whatever.
Is that one of my Mensa pencils?
Suck it, Mensa. Let's get crunk.
Sure.
What do you got?
I do not feel at all motivated to share beer with you right now.
Don't worry.
Oh,
you
no.
can share a beer with me, Dad.
That's right. Majority rules on this one. Who agrees that I should get to be
Do
able
you
to
want
have
to
some
come
beer?
on an adventure?
Yes. Yes.
I'm in a Who
Yes, is there
sandwich. A Who sandwich.
Would you like a jelly baby?
Why, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
Okay, I'm picking some beers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's go.
Pumpkin Patch Show.
Great South Bay Splashing Pumpkin Ale. This is 5% alcohol by volume, and it's a bronze medal winner of the 2013 Great American Beer Festival. What do we know about Great South Bay?
Well, it's not technically a bay, but a lagoon.
Okay.
But it's a brewery on the southern part of Long Island.
Another New York beer.
Yes, so Long Island, for those of you from the island. And that's why I say drawer. So, once at work, someone was making fun of me for the way I say drawer, and it's because I'm from Long Island. Drawer.
You say a lot of things funny, and I always assumed it was because you were from
Drawer. I don't know. Drawer. Is it supposed to be drawer? Because I say draw.
Drawer.
I say draw. How is that not draw?
That's like draw, like
No,
string.
but it's a drawer. You go and you pull
You're
something
from
out of the
Jersey.
drawer.
You talk weird too.
No, I don't.
Don't you?
No, not at all. It's drawer.
Yeah, it's a drawer.
It's drawer.
Drawer.
Drawer. But I thought you said draw.
She's trying to say it like
Drawer.
like the normies
Drawer.
do.
Drawer.
But you don't have to say that extra It's drawer.
Drawer.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Best video ever. Hey, let's drink.
So this begins with roasted pumpkin that is splashed into our monster mash with its finest malted barley. Handfuls of Cascade hops are stirred into our cauldron with a pinch of cinnamon and clove. This well-balanced, tasty pumpkin brew will enlighten your soul throughout Halloween and the changing autumn season. Oh, we should drink this before Halloween.
Let's see if we can even
But,
smell that.
You know, we had to wait for it to be themed to our episode in a way that...
Wait a minute, it's not themed at all. How does this have to do with the doctor?
I'm sure the
It
doctor
will
was...
get me drunk so I will forget you.
It was on Long Island at one point, that TARDIS, I'm sure.
TARDIS gets around everywhere.
It definitely smells spicy. And look,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very pumpkin colored.
I smell a little pumpkin on it.
I'm smelling some very pie
Yeah.
elements here.
Very pie.
It's kind of clear and thin looking, so we'll see.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about that, actually.
Yeah.
That is a pumpkin spice beer.
It is. There is both pumpkin and spice.
Happening, yeah.
It's a little too heavy on the spice side for my liking. I usually like it a little softer and warmer, whereas this is a little sharper. But it's still, it is a pumpkin spice beer. That's exactly what this is.
The spice is on the more peppery side, instead of that sort of warm pie-like.
I don't taste any cinnamon though, but it's hard to get that to come through.
Cinnamon would have softened it up, but
They would need.
this
to
is
put more
exactly
in
what
there.
it says on the box. I mean, bottle.
Yeah.
What it says on the tin is the saying. You see.
This is really delightful. It's a very easy drink. I really do think that the higher ABV and like the darker ales like tend to have a lot more flavor and a lot more punch, but this is very drinkable and it's very light and delightful.
Yeah, I would buy this again. This is going on my shelf of Victor's, which is right over there. And,
Yay.
if we were just to turn the camera around, you could totally see it, but we never do that.
We never did. On the scale of squash to pie, I think I would put this in the 3.5 range.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is on the pie end. I don't taste that much squash, but it does taste like a pumpkin pie, so it's not like there's no pumpkin flavor there, but it's pie words.
It has a little bit of that perfumey feel aftertaste that
Got
I
a
like.
little of the floral fluffiness to it.
I appreciate that it finishes so clean though. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like a lot of those thicker, more stoutier pumpkin beers,
delightful.
like they can kind of leave a film. But this is like you finish it and you're like,
It reminds me of the Smutty Nose, like halfway between the Smutty Nose and the Blue Point. Like if those two beers had a baby, that would be this beer.
Long Island.
Pumpkin Patch Show.
Ithaca Country Pumpkin Ale. And this is a 6.3% ABV, which is a lot for, a regular 6-pack of beer. It's on the stronger side, so I'm excited about this.
From Ithaca up or in the Finger Lakes region.
Another New York beer.
We do so love our New York beers. Regional! Drink regional! Yay!
Doesn't
Very
say this
golden-y.
Wow.
doesn't say anything on the bottle about what kind of beer, what kind of flavors it is. So I don't know whether it's an ale brewed with pumpkin and spices or something else.
Well, they did recommend that this would pair well with cheeses like Asiago and Parmesan.
So that makes it seem like it might be more winey or sharp. It's very golden, but
Yeah, very-
not totally clear. It's got a little bit of cloud to it, so maybe it's got some wheat
I
in
almost
it.
feel like that cloud though is condensation and
No,
not,
no, I checked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real cloud.
Huh, okay. That's a very sweet smell right off the
Yeah,
bat.
this smells like pie. This smells like dessert.
Yeah. Wow.
wow. Doesn't taste like pumpkin to me though.
It tastes like pumpkin pie wine. It's got like a very tart kind of tannic taste to
What
it,
is
but it's
going
still
on
as sweet and cakey almost. It's
Yeah.
like the first sip I was like, oh, it's really sweet. It tastes like pumpkin cake. And then immediately it was this tartness that washed over my tongue. And I could definitely taste the 6.3%. This is a solid beer, but I don't know what that is.
It like, you know what? It kind of starts like that first pumpkin we ever had.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't
then it
finish that way.
No,
anymore.
no,
It
but then it-
finishes a bit like
but then it goes up in a rocket and then like sputters really and then
turns
just,
into nail polish remover.
No, I wouldn't say
It's
that.
got a really, the alcohol sitting right on top.
Yeah, I wanted to say that it was complex, but it's not that. It's just got a weird finish.
It's like the pumpkin and the smutty nose like had a one night stand and this is what it produced.
No, that's giving it too much credit. This isn't that good. This has definitely something weird going on at the end that tastes a bit turpentine-y.
It was a drunken one night stand.
It's not awful though. I don't dislike that aspect of it. It's really weird.
Yeah, because like you think it's gonna end on that like floral perfume note, but instead it ends more on like a sour note, but like a
Yes, it's like Trial of a Time Lord. It starts out pretty good, but then it ends like oof. Like The Ultimate Foe. Did you ever see that one? It's rough. Thanks, Guy. You knew what I was talking about. You were there with me.
But that's that wininess to it. It tastes like a really kind of cheap table Pinot Grigio at the
Yeah,
end.
it really does. You're right. You're right. It's like a really cheap, crappy wine.
Like some box wine stuff coming through at the end.
no, yeah. It has a great
So I'll drink some
aroma.
more.
Yes, right. Top me up there, bro. It has a great aroma. It starts really strong, and then it just fizzles out. Kind of disappointing, like.
I'll drink this. Swim.
That's just a little disappointing because it
is, 'cause
has
it
such
starts
a
good.
good
Yeah,
start.
it's what a bait and switch. I was so excited there for about 0.3 seconds.
And then, like, my tongue caught up to itself. Oh, I take a sip again and I keep wanting to like it, and then
oh my god, it's like the silence. You forget after you drank
exactly.
it. It's
Oh,
the
shit.
silence.
I need a pen. I need to start marking myself.
Yeah, how many times you
How
drank
many
this
times
beer?
I drink this beer before I realize what's going on? Nerd joke.
Yeah. Yeah. No, hit her.
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
I did not think you'd find any possible way to connect these 3 totally random beers to Doctor Who. Stop doing the face! Stop doing the face!
Pumpkin Patch Show.
Samuel Adams Fat Jack Double Pumpkin. Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices. This is an imperial, I think, though it doesn't say so on the bottle. It says special ingredients: real pumpkin, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice. So I have high hopes for this. And we kind of like the regular Sam Adams Harvest Pumpkin, didn't we?
Yeah, I've tried the Fat Jack in the past, and it's been pretty good. You know, you kind of look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Yes. Get a look at this bone structure, Doctor, because one day you're going to be shaving it.
Oh,
Now, let's see what it says here on the back.
That's dark.
yeah.
Pleasantly plump and satisfied. This rich and luscious brew indulges in flavors with over 28 pounds of pumpkin per barrel for a full-bodied sweetness and deep russet color. Classic pumpkin pie spices of cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice ignite a warmth and spark that's deepened by an undercurrent of toasty smoked malts. The result is a delectable brew full of enveloping layers of flavor and spice.
That's
See
a
if
lot
it
to
lives
promise.
up to- I mean, it does have the deep russet color.
Yeah.
It smells real good.
I don't really smell much of anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that sort of oatiness of the pumpkin.
I mean, it definitely doesn't smell like breakfast cereal, like pumpkin.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a very subtle smell after the last one, which just kind of blew my nose backwards. That's an imperial.
It sure
That
is.
sure
It's
is.
got some extra hops and malts in there. It's roasty tasting.
I think I get a little bit of the pumpkin right at the tail end.
I can taste the spices, but not really in a way that I like.
Yeah. I don't like the spice mix that's going on here. I do agree that I can kind of taste some pumpkin at the like once it's out of your mouth, you're sort of left with a
Yeah.
pumpkin
aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's mostly
After pumpkin.
mostly a roast flavor I'm getting.
Yeah.
Tastes like some.
Like we threw a pumpkin in the oven and roasted it and then we ate it.
No, that would be better than this.
I don't dislike this though. I actually kind of like this. I like the spices on it, and I like the roastiness.
I mean, there's nothing bad about this. There's no weird surprises like the last one we had.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I feel like that. Yeah, this is really more a matter of taste.
I don't like it. I don't think the spice and flavor is balanced very well.
For
Wow.
a russet ale, it's almost veering towards brown ale territory. It's a little too dark.
But honestly, the more I drink it, the more I get that sort of roasted flavor sort of overpowering everything.
Well, you're wrong. And I am the master. And you will obey
You mean from Buffy?
me. Shut the hell up with that.
Yes, these humans, they have no respect for you.
It's true, I'm a renegade Time Lord. Bent on ruling the cosmos, or whatever the hell it is that the Master's
But don't
doing.
worry, no homo. Is that spoilers? Spoilers.
No homo.
So it's got cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice. No cloves. Thank goodness, because I feel like cloves would make this taste like a
Yeah.
ham. Because it's tasting a bit.
Yeah. It's like, no, what you don't know is this is a full Thanksgiving dinner. You're welcome.
That's not true. There's no cranberry in this.
It's like that gum that you chew at Willy Wonka's where you get a whole meal
Yeah.
in one.
Yeah.
I'm a bit, there's some roasted squash and meat.
Pretty
and
sure there's a
something-
yam in there. Like,
But I still feel like that would be better than this. This isn't. I wouldn't get this again.
I find it's leaving an unpleasant taste in my mouth afterwards.
Did you like it better the last time you had it in
Yeah.
previous years?
Yeah.
But yeah, as we know, last year's pumpkin crops wasn't the best, so I don't know if maybe that's reflected in here or if that has more to do with the flavoring and the fermentation and all that extra hops and malts that's making this 8.5%.
I mean,
kind of a
that's
min-
not going to stop me from having another
imperial.
glass,
Yeah,
but
I like it. I like it. Maybe it's because of my man taste buds.
Well, you can keep them.
My special superior man buds.
You can keep them.
So of the three, you like this one the best?
No. I like the first one the best.
Yeah,
but I would
first
put
one
this
was
one
the best.
second and then the middle one third. That's how I
Go
would
Long
even-
Island.
Great South Bay splashing. I mean, this is Samuel Adams. This is a Massachusetts beer, but the other two are New York.
Yeah.
Though that Ithaca Country.
I guess in ranking it would be the Great South Bay, this one, and then the Ithaca.
Yeah, I would drink this before I drank the Ithaca again, but I probably wouldn't buy this. If someone bought it for me, I'd happily accept it, as I do with all beers.
Yes.
Well, you want to take a trip in the TARDIS?
What the?
When did you get here?
You see, it's funny because she's always doing this joke where she doesn't know who I am. Well, you know what? I will tell you who I am. I don't know anymore.
Spoilers.
So it's not just me.
You did me. Good night, everybody.
Come along, Dan.
I think I will.
Pumpkins, 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 pumpkins.
I don't think we have to do the next week.
You
Next
better
week on.
dress better, because you don't. And this time I think maybe you'll actually listen to me, because I never learned my lesson.